Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, wow, man, Deontay Wilder might actually get the WBC belt again, you guys. It's looking like the heavyweight division has shooken up again. In recent news, it's looking like Tyson Fury might really vacate the WBC belt. That's a real possibility. With everything being going on in the heavyweight division, with Tyson Fury winning and knocking Deontay Wilder out emphatically, and stating his case as the best heavyweight in the world. Now he's just pretty much like, what do I do now? I've beaten everybody. Well, he's pretty much beaten everybody that they put in front of him. And so now, the number one thing left, and the only thing left to do is to fight Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua winner. And I feel like he's not even doing that right now. I feel like, why are you not going to fight Usyk when you're this close, okay? Mind you, okay? We know Tyson Fury is a great heavyweight, okay? But he's never held the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, and the IBF. He's never been undisputed champion. He's always had either the WBA. He had the three belts that he won from Klitschko, and then he retired because he has substance abuse problems, and then he went into retirement. And it was kind of a forced retirement that time. This time, not so much. He has everything going for himself a little bit more now, a lot more now. A lot more. Smash that like button as soon as you guys come in, you guys. And now, he's good. I don't think he needs to fight right now. And let's be honest, if he were to keep fighting right now, he would have to wait till the Usyk Joshua winner to win for one of them to win anyway. So you got to think about what's going on in the heavyweight division. And right now, Alexander Usyk is pretty much the number one guy, or if not, the number two guy in some people's eyes. Some people think that Usyk is the number one heavyweight in the world. Because you have to, Anthony Joshua was quote unquote the man in some people's eyes. He beat a lot of guys, and he had his fair share, and he did well. But some people want to make that assumption that Anthony Joshua wasn't that good. He was who we thought he was. We knew he was gonna lose to Usyk. He was never a good heavyweight. You got all these Sunday or Monday morning quarterbacks, so to say. And in boxing terms, I don't even know what you call them, liars or what. But none of these guys had these picks when the picks were in. That's why a lot of you guys should join Champ Ross Prediction League, so you guys can know what people pick. You guys know what I pick. If you guys go on his Facebook or whatever, he posts everything up. So yeah, so he posts everything up. So yeah, I just think right now, Anthony Joshua is in a real tough situation right now, because I truly believe he can make more money fighting Tyson Fury right now with not even having the belts, But I know he wants that rematch with Alexander Usyk. And right now Tyson Fury's looking like, he's not not gonna wait. He doesn't look like he's gonna wait. From what they're saying is, Tyson Fury might do an exhibition match and fight Francis Ngannou, which is another good fighter. Francis Ngannou is another UFC champion at the heavyweight division, okay? He's not a boxing champion, but he is a UFC champion, okay? And it's a dicey situation with Francis Ngannou, and that's the reason why we got into this situation, because from my understanding, Dana White and Francis Ngannou is not seeing eye to eye. We all know that, time to time, their fighters have problems with the pay, and people are saying that they still have to work a regular job and fight in the UFC, which is out of control. you're taking punches in the face, and you gotta, you know, work a 9 to 5 or whatever. So it's just like, you know, I just feel like if you're at that top level, you should be able to, enjoy the fruits of your labor. You know, in so many words, you should be able to enjoy what you built and what you become. You know what I mean? And I think Francis Ngannou has a good name. He has a good resume. I believe he only lost to one guy, which was with the firefighter name. I can't remember his name right off the top. Miyoshi. Was it Miyoshi? Yeah, so he lost to him or whatever, which was an awesome fight. You know what I mean? I watch UFC from time to time. You know, I like Stylebender. That's my favorite UFC fighter. And Francis Ngannou's a good fighter too. So, you know, shout out to UGC in the chat, man. What's going on? Good morning, fam. How's everything going out there in the beautiful state of Texas? I'm out here in the DMV, out here in these mean streets in the DMV. You already know, man. He says, I gotta get back on Champ Ross Prediction League. Yeah, man, what you doing, man? Come on now. You gotta do that. He said, just been busy, so I can't keep up with each fighter like that. Yeah, I feel you, man. Life, man. You know, you got a family and all that. I understand that, man. You know, life can hit you like that sometimes. And it goes down like that sometimes, you know? What was I gonna say? But yeah, man, so, you know, right now, Deontay Wilder's in a pretty good position. I know he just took an ass whooping, man. He took an ass whooping from hell, man. I mean, that... I'm trying to get some Starbucks this morning. I don't know about y'all. Shout out to UGC with the fizzle donation. He hit me with the $5 donation, no doubt, man. Shout out to UGC, man. I appreciate that, my brother, man. I appreciate everybody for donating. Yeah, shout out to that brother UGC in the chat, man. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that up on the Instagram. All donations, you guys, will go on the Instagram. Smash that like button as soon as you guys come in. Let's definitely get those likes up. But yeah, man, right now it's looking like Deontay Wilder could possibly get that vacant WBC belt. You know, a lot of people written off Deontay Wilder after he lost a brutal fight with with the fighter he was in there with, which was Tyson Fury, and I really think that Tyson Fury, you know, might have, you know, physically did some damage to Deontay Wilder. I mean, I don't know what type Deontay Wilder we're gonna see. You know, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. I don't know what Deontay Wilder we're gonna see, because mind you, he took a lot of punishment in that fight, you guys. He took a lot of punishment in that fight. You know, Deontay Wilder did not come out that Tyson Fury fight unscathed. You know, he got iced brutally. Okay, Deontay Wilder got iced brutally, and you know, with that being said, he's got to go back to the drawing board. But they're talking. They might. I mean, because the WBC works like this. If you're a champion, as long as Deontay Wilder was a champion in the WBC organization with Suleiman and all of that stuff, when you're in there that long and you're, you know what I'm saying, you're doing it that long, you know, you gotta have. He built a rapport with the WBC. He built a rapport with the WBC, so now the WBC would not drop him out of the rankings. I don't believe. I think he'll stay at that top 3, top 2 standings real quick. Let me order this food. Hold on. All right, we good. We back at it again. So yeah, man, wow, man. You know, Deontay Wilder, like I said, Deontay Wilder is definitely one of those guys that can get back into the heavyweight division and make a name for himself again. You know, he's already probably, you know, I believe he's gonna go down as a Hall of Famer. without a doubt. You know, those 10 title defenses very hard to you know, to replicate. You know, some of these guys out here in the heavyweight division, man, the new crop of talent is looking pretty good, man. You got Jared Anderson coming up. You got Philip Herkovich, Joe Joyce. You know, it's a bunch of guys that's coming up. You know, Daniel Dubois, but you know he lost to Joe Joyce. They're talking about Joseph Parker and Joe Joyce is going to fight now. That's a slamming matchup. You know, I like the Joe Joyce versus hold on real quick. I like the Joe Joyce versus he's ready to fight right now a guy in Joseph Parker that I don't feel like is over the hump. You know, Joseph Parker is definitely not over the hump right now, you guys. You know, I think he still got the good fight. I think he can surprise. I think he can surprise Joe Joyce and make it a good fight. Make it a good fight. And that's what we want as fans. We want good fights. You know, we want good fights. You know, and the Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. The Deontay Wilder versus whoever he fights next. You know, it's gonna be a tough matchup, man. It's gonna be a tough matchup. You know, Deontay Wilder. You know, the road's not gonna get any easier from here on out, man. You know, who's to say he you know, Deontay Wilder might have to fight a #1 mandatory, or some type of, you know, top 5 guy in the WBC, which I haven't looked at the rankings lately. They stay changing them, but for the WBC and for the most part, they stay the same. You know.
8-11.
All right, how you doing? No, man. But yeah, you know, it's like, you know, you got to keep Deontay Wilder's in a point now where he needs to wait and see how the heavyweight landscape pans out. You know, I just think that right now Deontay Wilder, man, he could just wait it out and see, you know, if Tyson Fury really does vacate his belt. Because if Tyson Fury vacates his belt, oh, thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Yeah, so if he vacates his belt, then I feel like Deontay Wilder's gonna be right there, and that's the truth, you know, because the WBC, like I told you guys again, their standings pretty much stay the same for a while. You know, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. That's what we hear. That's what we do here in Corey Lee's Boxes. We call a spade right down the middle. So yeah, you know, wow, man, the heavyweight division is changing up, man, and I feel like in the next probably 5-6 months, we might be looking at a whole different heavyweight division. You know, to be honest with you guys, man. To be straight up with you guys, man, the more I think about it, you know, Deontay Wilder he really just has 1 loss on his resume, like, you know, 2 losses on his resume or whatever. So, you know, he's got the draw with Tyson Fury, and you know, it was a tough fight. You know, all three of those fights were tough fights, man. All 3 of those fights were really tough fights. I feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I hope that they didn't knock any years off of both guys, but you just never know. You just really never know. You just really never know, you know, and Deontay Wilder being the constant professional, and, you know, him just, you know, he took the L, man. Yeah, he said that somebody drugged his drink and stuff like that, and, you know, I guess he got his evidence, you know, behind that, because he did that with his trainer Mark Breland. He said that he drugged his drink. You know, he said that was one of the main factors in him losing that fight. You know, it's because Mark Breland drugged his drink, and you know, when you start, you know, or somebody put something in his water bottle, you know, it's just like, you know, he he's got his own thoughts. That's what he believes. You know, hey, who's to say that the heavyweight champ, that former heavyweight champion of the world, isn't right? You know, I'm just saying this sounds a little far-fetched. You know, but like I said, I don't know their situation. I know Mark Breland's not in his corner anymore. And right now, I think Deontay Wilder, he's looking for a fight to get him back into contention first. But if this WBC belt just lands into his, not necessarily lands into his lap, but listen, man, Deontay Wilder's good, man. He took a fucking hell of an ass whooping, but he could be right back into contention in just the blink of an eye. That's just how boxing works, man. You know, a lot of these guys in the heavyweight division, man, they're gonna have to fight each other. You know, you got Tony Yoka coming up too. I don't want to forget him. I believe he was an Olympic gold medalist, and his wife was an Olympic gold medalist, both in boxing. Fun fact. And you know, moving forward though, you guys, I don't know. I want to see Tyson Fury fight Usyk, man. That's the fight that I really want to see. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna make a video probably later today, man. But I gotta call out Tyson Fury on the bullshit, man. You're talking about you retiring, dude. You're talking about you fucking retiring, and you're one fight away from being undisputed, and we can finally see who's the best heavyweight in the entire world. Right now, we don't really know. Right now, we really don't know. The heavyweight division is up in limbo right now, and Tyson Fury's at the forefront of the shit. You know, he's talking. He's always got these fucking gimmicks and shit. He's saying that he wants to fight. Then he's saying he don't want to fight. Then he's saying he want to retire. Now he's saying he wants to fight a UFC guy in an exhibition fight. You know, which will get him a lot of revenue. Will be there. You know, it will get him a lot of money. You know, Tyson Fury definitely will get broke off. You know, with that Francis Ngannou fight in the exhibition, because he's you know, Francis Ngannou, from my understanding, and he was out of there. You know, which is hard to do, which is fucking hard as shit to do in the heavyweight division. I mean, excuse me, in the UFC. You don't just get out of your contract like that. Dana White has that shit set up, man, where, you know, you get multiple fights, and then from what I'm hearing, it's some wild behind some of that paperwork, man. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But yeah, man, I want to see, you know, you know, Tyson Fury can come up with, you know, straight up, you know, can he fight? Will he fight? You know, the fights that really matter, and the Alexander Usyk versus Joshua winner is the fight that really matters to us, boxing fans. We don't want to see you leaving before you even fight the type guy. Like, get that. I don't get that, man. You know, but that's what he wants to do. He wants to retire. So be it. You know, like I said, man, the guy took so much punishment, man. Tyson Fury's been, you know, taking punishment for a while now. So I just feel like, you know, the last 3 fights paid a big toll on his body, you know, and everything like that, man. So I would love to know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Please, whatever you guys, smash that like button, and definitely subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section too, man. All right, so until next time, you guys, until next time.